Okay, we have reached the finale of tonight's edition of Headbangers Ball, and we're concluding our coverage of Donington 95 in the only way we can, really, with an exclusive interview with the headliners Metallica. Lars joining me here backstage. So welcome back to Headbangers Ball, Lars. How are you doing on D-Day?
I'm doing real well. The mood is good.
It is.
The vibe is good. The weather is good. At least for
crossed.
England it is. And everything's great. I mean, I'm walking around here. I'm so happy. Everybody seems to be very happy. Is it bad when you're like really in metal band you're supposed to walk
I'm not just saying this, but this, I have to say that in 6 years of coming to Donington, this is one of the nicest, most friendly atmospheres I've encountered. It's great, isn't it?
It all starts with us.
It does. Now, it's always that everybody's always like in their own head putting together their ideal Metallica, start your phone me off, their ideal Donington bill. Now, you actually had the chance to make your own kind of dream come true, right? So how did you go about picking the bands?
We've looked in our record collection. Let's see, what's my favorite record at the moment? It's COC. What was my favorite record last week? It was Warrior Soul. I mean, you got a bunch of friends in bands, you got a bunch of bands that you like hanging with, you got a bunch of albums that you like listening to, and it's great. 8 weeks ago when they came to us and said, you guys want to do this? We said, sure we will, if we can make sure that, like we put the bill together and have something that we feel strong about and that everybody else out there feels strong about, and then we just went to work.
Yep.
So, I mean, I'm looking at this bill going, this is like the strongest bill that there's ever been up here. We were really persistent about having as many bands on there as possible, and it's a great day. Even the guy in Slayer was smiling earlier. That's how good of a day it is, all right?
Well, you've got a great taste in music. It's a fine bill that represents the best of what's going on in rock music at the moment. Now, I know that you're in the studio recording your next album, and when you're in the studio, it's kind of, you have to be very kind of focused. It's quite intense. What was your motivation to actually just like break out of the studio, literally? Was it a challenge?
It wasn't as easy as I thought it was going to be. I thought we could just sort of, go from one day recording into rehearsals the next day and come and do this. We were in the studio literally till last week, and trying to rehearse every day and get our chops together for this and so on just wasn't as easy as I thought. But we've managed it. We can kind of remember Enter Sandman and Sad But True and whatnot, and you'll see in a couple hours when we head up there. But we got to get straight back. We got to go play this gig up in Canada next week with some of those other bands, Hole and Veruca Salt, and then we'll go right back in the studio in a week and a half and continue finishing the record. We're playing a couple of new songs. I think they're a really good indication of what all the new material's like. Simpler, looser, more kind of jammy, a little more kind of attitude-oriented and things like that. And it's just, we're trying to capture a feel on tape instead of trying to capture like something perfect, which is really different for us. And it's going really well. And in 6 months, the rest of all you guys will hear it. And I hope you like it.
And having played here at Donington, that's going to like really kind of fire you up. Do you think that's going to take the adrenaline back into the studio when you get back there?
Oh yeah, all the energy. We're just going to harness all the energy here and take it into the studio. It'll be great.
material? Is it taking on a certain vibe? Can you give us some kind of idea of the feel of the new song?
Boy, it's hard to tell at this point. There's not really any kind of big picture to it all. I could just tell you that there's a little, different things going on with different stuff. It's not. We're just coming in with a loose attitude, and whatever kind of happens, we're just kind of recording everything we do in the studio. So.
Do you think there's going to be some surprises, something very different for Metallica this time around?
It's not a surprise to us, but to others it might be. I mean, after whatever the last album was 4 years ago, whatnot, between that album and now, we've lived with ourselves, so we know what we're doing. Other people are just, they put the Black Album next to the new one and go, wow, So it'll be different.
Good. What about the lyrics? Is there any kind of lyrical theme developing?
I got to write them. I haven't written anything yet.
All right. Well, that's honest.
Actually, I wrote some on the flight over here for the new song we're playing here. So.
Right. With when can we expect the new record? Early
I'd
next
say
year?
About 6 to 8 weeks after we're done with it.
Really? Wow. Okay.
Well, that will be. I'd say. We're aiming for. I'd say March or April.
Right.
The main difference, which is kind of following in what I've told you about, is that we're not sort of killing ourselves. In every time we've made a record before, it's turned really ugly, and what we're doing is just kind of, we're just working on it a little looser. There's that word again.
This is the key word of the day, I think.
No, it's just we're working on it at a different pace. I mean, to be honest with you, it's going to sound like we're slacking off or whatever, but every record we've made, we've always basically got to the point of killing ourselves and everybody around us, and there's just no reason to do that anymore. We're so spoiled and so lucky because of, that we can afford to make records like that, and what we're taking is the money from the success or whatever, and setting things up like that, which means that it's better for us, it's better for the environment around us, and I believe that it makes for a better record at the end.
Absolutely.
So,
and can you tell us who's producing it?
Yeah, Bob Rock.
Oh, good.
Surprise.
Good. Oh, excellent. Okay. And is there going to be any theme? Have you got any ideas about artwork or anything? Too early. Okay.
Too early.
Anything else you'd like to tell us?
Picture of you on the front cover.
I should be so lucky.
Right.
Anything else you'd like to tell us about?
Well, no, it's just great that, without getting too silly here, that we played here this is our fourth time. 10 years ago today was the first time we were to be able to come back and headline this thing and put our own show together and so on. It's just really amazing, and it just means a lot to us, no bullshit. So I'm very happy about this whole day, and I'm very happy about everybody being in such a good mood and the whole vibe being so good. So
well,
it's cool.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
And I wish you lots of luck on stage tonight, and it's a fantastic achievement. As you said, that is such a nice way to finish the show, actually. 10 years down the line, you're headlining. Oh, we're getting all tearful here. So thanks ever so much, Lars. MTV thanks you big time. Have a good day, and good luck tonight on stage.
Yep.
There you go. go. That was our exclusive interview with Metallica coming at you from Donington, Monsters of Rock 1995, their only European show this year. And many thanks to Metallica, Rob Fleming and Tony Smith. Anyways, that exclusive interview with the headliners just about concludes tonight's edition of Headbangers Ball from Donington, but still to come half an hour of extreme and